So I'm Ken Hecht. I'm the president of the National STEM Honor Society. We're up in the Boston area. And you're probably wondering, well, who is this guy? So I grew up in the south side of Chicago. I'm one of 5 kids. This is my father's retirement ring from the Chicago Fire Department. And I wanted to tell you this story to tell you where I'm coming from with this whole thing. So, my parents didn't go to college. And I was lucky enough, I was pretty good in science and math and all the way through and up into high school and college. I went to the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana, which lo and behold turned out to be this great engineering school. Who knew? So that lit the fire. So it was just a random sort of series of events that brought me here. And what my commitment is that our motto is from K to career. So really STEM from kindergarten all the way through elementary, middle, high school, college, and on to career. And I would love it, the kids not do it my way, which was to get lucky, but to really plan it and program it and to live their lives all the way through. Of course, future readiness. This is what it's all about. I was on the phone with Project Lead the Way. I'm sure a number of you are familiar with them, right? And the fellow I was talking to goes, Ken, do you know how much the average college grad makes coming out of college right now? I said, this is about a year old. He goes, $54,000. I said, that's interesting. Do you know how much the average STEM graduate makes right now coming out of college? I'm like, no, $103,000. From $54,000 to $103,000. What does that do? It changes that kid's life. It changes the trajectory of that kid's life. It changes the family of that kid, and you know what? It can change the community that kid goes back into. They could own their own company, they could be a great person in their community and raise a family on a great salary, and that's just starting salaries. So there's a lot riding here. There's a lot of meat on the bone with what we're all doing. What forms? A community forms. Sports communities, we all know all about them. Got the basketball, soccer, this, that. What we're working on is forming that STEM community in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. That's what we're really trying to do. We like science, technology, engineering, math, but we want to enhance the leadership of these kids. As we were talking about, George from MIT was like, what we really need is we need leaders in STEM. Mentorship is super important. We want the older kids helping the younger kids, right? We want the high school kids helping out with the middle school kids. We want the middle school kids helping out with the elementary school kids. Because when a high school kid walks into a middle or elementary school, they're like, oh my God, look at that. That's almost a man, it's almost a woman, you know? And it's just so impressive, right? So that's what we want, is mentorship. The kids get National STEM Honor Society in kindergarten. Then they get it in 1st grade. Then they get it in 2nd grade. They get it in 3rd, and 4th, and 5th, and 6th grade, and all the way through. And someday someone's going to run the table, one of these students. They're going to start in kindergarten, they're going to go all the way through high school. And when they do, they'll have over a half a year, a working year of project-based learning under their belt. How's like to have that kid coming to your college? How's like to have that kid coming to work at your company? These are real-world problems that we want our kids to work on, and they get very excited when it's real-world problems and it really makes a difference. Trying to match up this timing of mathematics and science so that in week 7, they're actually talking about the same thing and they intersect. But really, when you combine just overall book learning and project-based learning, 1 + 1 = 10. Because the application is that's why I'm studying molecules? How cool is that? All right. Thank you.